Welcome to the second video of the Limpid Mind video series. In this video, I'm going to talk about who are we. And I think this is a pretty important subject to talk about because it is like one of the most important things to understand and think about and have an opinion on because it's like one of the essential things in the life. But before I go deep into this subject, I want to share my own experience that I had between 2020 and 2023 in pretty short version. So between 2020 and 2023, I was in a bad mental state. There was things that are happening in my life and I thought to myself I need to overcome those to feel better. So I created a pressure on me. I was not doing healthy, I was not working on them in a healthy way too. So I was creating even more pressure on me and eventually it led to physical symptoms on me, which was mostly headaches, pretty rough headaches, and mental fog, being in a bad mental state for a really long time. So after 3 years like that, I remember in 2023, last week of the April, somewhere around there, in one day I decided a big thing in the daytime. And that evening, I came to home, I laid on the ground, I was feeling pretty bad. I was so stressed, I was having headaches as usual, and I was heartbroken too. Everything was there that is making me feel bad. And in a situation like that, all of a sudden, I felt like my body is losing its senses. And I didn't panic, I just let it happen. And after a while, I felt like my body is not existing anymore in that moment. I was just laying on my ground and my body is not existing. And slowly, I realized my thoughts are losing its value. The urgency, everything in those my thoughts, the stress, the anxiety, everything was losing its value. It was not having that meaning for me. I was not feeling any urgency in any of my thoughts. And after this happened, slowly I started feeling gratitude and grace. But it was pretty intense and in a level that I never felt before. Like the thing I can say that is similar to it is, let's say it's winter, it's snowing outside, and you have no responsibility now. Like if you're a student, your exams are just over, it's a Saturday morning. If you are working, you don't weekend days, and it's Saturday morning, and there is nothing you need to do as responsibility. All day is yours, it's morning, it's snowing. Let's say you got a hot drink, for me it's hot chocolate, I really like hot chocolate in days like that, and whole day is yours. You can spend it as you want. You can spend it by working on your hobbies, playing video games, reading book, learning something new, spending it with loved ones. Like you can spend it any way you want. And in a day like that, there is some gratitude and grace. I know you know what I mean, and it is pretty like good kind of feeling, a feeling that will make you forget everything that is going on wrong. And this feeling was like that, but more intense and different. Not this feeling, it is different, but more intense and different. And I laid there for few minutes to 5 minutes, I don't remember, and it was just those feelings. It was just relaxation, and I intuitively made connection between those feelings and death. I was feeling like I'm dying, but there was no negativity about it. I was just there existing. I was happy with it. And after like few minutes to 5 minutes being there like that, I slowly regained my body. I slowly regained the senses of my body, and slowly the stress, the anxiety, the thoughts that are making me anxious came back. But this time there was a brand new idea, a brand new thought with a emotion that is not really strong, but like certain. All I could say was it was a certain emotion. I know it is not an emotion, but I was feeling like that, and it was saying to me, we need to do some changes. We need to change this. So after that breakpoint, and I think breakpoints are like, it doesn't have to be this big or bigger than this or smaller than this. Breakpoints in general are us resisting to some pain, and eventually our mind is accepting it without our consent, like without our conscious action. We accept the reality, we accept the pain, not reality, we accept the pain, we accept the situation, and this is our breakpoint. I think those are the breakpoints. Those are the only thing that breakpoints do. So after this experience, I started doing yoga and meditation. I never did yoga before, and it was pretty good experience. I remember when I did yoga for the first times, I was feeling like even my bones are lighter. I really like to be doing yoga, and I still do yoga. and I started giving a shot to meditation for real. I tried meditation before this experience, but I never did a good try. I always tried like, okay, let's try, but I was not trying to be being present. I tried some guided meditations too, but I was not giving my all. It was feeling good, but it was not feeling good in a way that I want to do it more. And it was all because of my mindset in that time, in those times. So after this experience, I decided to do researches about stuff that are catching my interest too, to open my perspective and think different about life, because my idea of life was bad in those times too. I was not thinking positive at all. I was pretty negative person. So I started doing researches about the stuff that are mostly spiritualistic, but I mixed it with some science. There are lots of sources like like that. They mix themselves, or you can just make the connections between them. So of course you don't have to take everything all in, because there are things in spiritualism that I don't think that they make sense. So I just took the parts that make sense from it, and I'm going to explain what I took from all of those stuff and my own philosophy in this series. So back to the main subject. So one of the first things I was talking about was researching and thinking about was, who are we? And one of the sources that I was following so much in those days said basically, you are the observer. And after doing another researches in another sources and going more deep in spiritualistic ways too, I come to this conclusion. We are, of course, observers. We are not our thoughts, we are not our emotions. They are ever changing. They can't be us. And we are not our mentalities too. Mentalities are ever changing too, and they are mostly created after some traumatic experiences. So what we are is observers, and it works like that, in my opinion. Our attention is our money. What we give attention grows. All of the thoughts that are coming to our head has no attention in them. Like, they have no power. You as an observer have all the power, and you can give your attention to a thought as your money, as your power, and this thought will get bigger and bigger. Eventually this thought will get big enough to have emotion in it, and the emotions will get into it and inflate it enough to go into subconscious mind. And once it goes to subconscious mind, there are two things that can happen. One, the thought and emotion that are like become fused and like a thing now can be your usual default, like habitual subconscious thing. And if it is like that, it will just go through subconscious mind and go into your body, because it's your default, like it's your paradigm right now. It's a thing that Bob Proctor teaches. So it's a thing that how your life is. Like, your classic thought and emotion will go through your subconscious mind flawlessly. But if it's a thing that is not your usual one, and is a thing that is going to change your life, you will probably have a fear response, because our minds tend to go into comfortable things. And if it's not a comfortable thing, it will just go through subconscious mind, and you will react fearful and go back to your own classic self. But if you do it again and again and again until it becomes a thing that your subconscious emerges, absorbs, it will go through your body and make you vibrate in a new level, which will make you go into a frequency in a thing that you want. You will tap into a new frequency that way. So I think this is how our body and everything that includes those works. But who are we is observer. You are the one that holds the power in your mind. Like, not in your mind, you are the one that holds power in you, your inner self. You have the power. You use your power with your attention, and the thought you feed will get bigger. You are the co-creator. This is how we create our reality, and we do it intentionally or unintentionally. All of us have a subconscious mind. All of us have habitual things that we do every day, and the point is being aware of it and change the parts that you don't like. I remember, I'm going to put it into the description. There was a Harvard research that basically says 95% of our life is created by our subconscious mind. And there are lots of researchers that are saying the same thing, not only Harvard research. You can do your own researches about it. So this thing, rewiring your subconscious mind with neuroplasticism and everything, those are really important things that you need to learn and be aware of. You might not think the same as me, like you might not think my observer idea doesn't make sense. You might not believe in it. It might not resonate with you. It's fine. But you need to be aware of it. You need to be aware. You need to know, and you need to make an action with your knowledge. Be present and create your own philosophy. Take what resonates from you. Take what resonates for you from me, and create your own philosophy. That's what I did, and I'm trying to share what I learned through years that took me out of my rut in my mental and make me enjoy my life. Basically, that's what you do. You're an observer. You are using your power to switch between the realities that the universe, the God, whatever you believe in, created. That's all. That's what we are. We are the observers and co-creators. So I hope this idea, these things I said, resonated with you and make you think about the stuff, and maybe it will be helpful for you too. If you have any questions, shoot it up in the comments. And if you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. So I hope to see you in this third video. Thank you for watching the video. Lots of love and take care.